Hi and welcome to Doing the Detox. Today I've decided to do a video on takeout. I don't eat out very often and last night I decided to treat myself and I went for Indian food and I was shocked. I actually pulled the waiter over and I said, "Why do you have so much sugar in this food? It's like," and he said, "Oh, I can cook it again with no sugar." And I was like, "Well, why would you put sugar in it in the first place?" Okay, so I am going to show you how to make butter chicken. It's super easy. I have all the ingredients here. It doesn't take very long, so let me share that with you guys. And I make it a lot and I've yet to taste it outside as good as it tastes inside the house. So we have in here, now you can buy it ready, ground cumin and ground fenugreek. However, personal preference, I just like to do it myself. Okay, so when you put the spices, you want to put them into a hot pan and you just let them start to heat because then it releases the oils. Okay, I'm just doing that. So if you just let that be in the pan for a little while and you smell it, when you're cooking with spices, you always should heat the spices in the pan first because, as I say, it releases the oils and that helps with the flavour. Once that happens, we then, now I know this looks like a lot of butter, but butter's fat, okay? It's fine because by the time, this is going to make enough for a few meals. By the time everybody has their portion, it's not actually that bad. And the point is that we are showing you recipes with no sugar. That's all good. So let me just put this in. You can smell the cumin. The spices are warm. So then we'll melt down the butter. And as I said before, and I did before, I will also share the recipe online. I'll put that on for you. That's melting down nice and quick. Let's do it like that, and you guys can see it properly. You know, I think because so many people have said to me, butter chicken is my favourite Indian dish. It's quite similar to chicken tikka masala, but as I say, I'm showing you the sauce because you can then, I put chicken in it for my kids. I also use it with paneer. I make mutter paneer, it's the same sauce. And you can use it for paneer. And a friend came over one night, she took it away, and her husband used the sauce for fish. So once you have the sauce, you can, even if you want, I suppose you could put vegetables in it. It's personal preference. Right, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to add tomatoes. Now I don't mind using tinned tomatoes. I also have in here, and if you look, I have squeezed some tomato puree in it because it just makes it like a bit more intense. So to your butter that's melted with the spices, let's add some tomatoes. Tomatoes. Actually, these are cherry tomatoes. I just thought we'd get them, see how they are. Saw them in the shop today, and I once saw an Italian chef using them, and I tasted what he made, and it was yummy. So I thought, oh, why not just try the cherry tomatoes? That's the thing about cooking. I don't think there is ever like set 100% because I think a lot of it is personal preference. No, I feel it's personal preference. What one person makes and likes, someone else might come along and say, that doesn't work for me. And clearly a lot of sugar seems to work for most people in the Indian takeout, but not for me. So once you've got your tomatoes in, let's put our ginger, chopped ginger and garlic, but we'll put the ginger in first. It takes a little bit longer to cook. Stir that through. Okay, and give that a few minutes. Then we'll add the garlic. There's about probably 2 large cloves, 3 small, and about a 2-inch piece of ginger. But as I say, I will put it all in the recipe, and we just let all that cook for a little while. And once everything's cooked down, maybe about 10 minutes, I then, yes, I didn't say it was calorie free, did I? Add the cream. Turn it down and add the cream. And then that is your final butter chicken sauce. That's all the ingredients. Now, again, personal preference. I am texture phobic, so I can't eat this with lumps in it. Now, this is a little tip for you if you ever want to blend up, if you ever want to blend a sauce to make it sort of look more restauranty or whatever you want to call it. Be careful if you ever try to put it inside a blender, because if you put a hot sauce into a blender, the steam causes a vacuum and it will explode. So that's why you have the little thing at the top where that sort of releases the steam. So if you're ever making soup or anything, sometimes it's like a vacuum, and that's what causes it. So that's why you release that a little bit. I think you're just as handy with one of these. So I will just whisk it, take all the lumps out of it. I would continue cooking, then use salt and pepper, taste it, and see if you like it. But effectively, that is the base to your butter chicken sauce. I normally, as I say, for my children, I would just add chicken. But for my vegetarian friends, I actually have used paneer and peas, which is matar paneer if you're in the Indian restaurant. I also, what I tend to do, because my son goes through phases and he likes to just eat this for days, I'll make a big one and I'll divide it into sauces. I divide it into tubs, and then I'll take it out, I'll freeze it, I'll take it out and then just use it like that. But I also do the same with brown rice. Or any rice. I make a big pot of rice, and brown rice obviously takes a lot longer, but if anybody wants any tips on making rice, then email me. And then again, I portion it up and put it in the freezer, so you can have a home cooked Indian meal every night if you like. And it is way more healthy than the takeaways because there's no sugar. But any questions you have and you feel like I've missed anything out, then just give me a shout and I'm happy to help. Okay, thank you. Bye.